Today I'm going to show you how to change the pitch on a Donner DDP-60. First I'm going to turn this on and we're going to work with octaves first. This is in the instruction manual, page 4, but I'm going to sort of interpret it because it's not exactly straightforward on how this works. We're going to start by pressing, well, let's first by testing a key here so we know what we're working with. This is bass C, or what we normally would call C3. So I'm on C3 right now and I'm going to change its octave. So I'm going to go over to the function button, and the instructions say to use E1, which is actually E1, right? And you're going to do F, E and F. Now, the one on the left, the E, is going to be for octave up, and F will be for octave down. So I'm going to press function in E, which would be an octave up. And so now when I play bass C, it should sound like middle C. It does. Aha. That C used to be over here. We brought it down now. So let's do that once again. We're going to go up another octave. So I'm just going to press E again. Now this should sound like treble C. Oh, it doesn't. Maybe it can only go up or down one octave. Let's try that one more time. What if I press it twice? No. So it can go up one octave. Let's return it back down by pressing F. This should sound like bass C now. We probably can make that go down again, make it sound like low C. And can we make that sound like double low C? No. So we can go up or down one octave from the note that we had. And let's bring that back to the correct sounding Cs. So that's how we would change the octave, which would be like transposing also, but you're transposing it by 12 tones. Or one octave is 8 notes in a scale, but really we're going to be talking about in half steps, which brings us to the next part, transposition. Now this is by just going up or down by half steps. So let's say that you're playing along with some people and you know how to play the song in the key of C because that's nice and easy for you, but maybe they're playing it in the key of D instead, and you're not quite sure how to play this in the key of D. So I'm going to show you how to transpose your instrument so you can still play it in the key of C, but it sounds like it's in the key of D. So we're going to go over to our function button again. This time it's going to be all about the letters G and A. Again, the one on the left is going to go up. Counterintuitive to what that should be. I think that should go down and that one should be up, but it's the opposite. The G is going to go up and the A is going to go down. So now let's talk about half steps. If we're at middle C and we want to play in the key of, that's bass C, but if we're in C and we want to play in the key of D, D is actually 2 half steps away because after C there's a C sharp, which would be 1 half step, or going up +1. This would be up +2, 2 half steps. So now I'm going to make this C sound like this D. So I'm going to go over to my 2 notes, G, A here. G is the one that's going to go up. I'm going to press and hold function, press G once, twice. Now that should sound like the letter D that we used to have. Just to test it, I'm going to make it go back down. See, now it sounds like C, C sharp, D. Let's bring that back down to the C. I suppose if you lost track of where you are, you can always turn the instrument off and it resets. Let's test that out. So we have C. Let's going to purposely bring it up to 2 half steps. So it sounds like D. And let me turn the instrument back off and see if it resets back to C. Yes, it does. It's back at bass C. So if you lost track, just turn the instrument off. You can reset. So now, what if you are further away? Let's say you want to play this in the key of G instead of C. Well, G is 7 half steps away from C. So not counting the letter C, count every single note you're going to need to travel to until you get to G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now I'm going to go up 7 steps. I'm going to make this one now sound like this note. So let's try that. function. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now that sounds like that G that we used to have. Let's bring it back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're back at C. So that's super useful in a lot of situations, especially if you're playing live with other musicians. I hope that was helpful.